why have the Warriors been so difficult to beat for Dallas?
Well, I mean, I just think when you look at Dallas too, man, I mean, you got Jalen Brunson putting up 20 in that game. Dinwiddie's putting up 26. And obviously Luka was a big part of that, comeback that was all for naught. 21 points in the fourth quarter and 40 overall in the game. I think you're just seeing right now with Dallas that, yes, Luka is blossoming and everything, and they have some solid pieces, but they're just not quite there. And the Warriors are obviously a complete team, even though they've been dealing with injuries. They know how to deal with this kind of stuff. This is what happens in the postseason, and their core pieces have been there before. So as much as I've liked the Mavericks run, this is why going into this series, this seemed like a clear, no questions asked, the Warriors are going to walk away with this one. I didn't think it was going to look like a sweep, but that's clearly what we're getting right now.
Yeah, Maddie, the Mavs have been able to overcome their shortcomings this postseason with their three-point shooting, but when those shots are not falling, Warriors, they're a team that takes full advantage of that.
Yeah, so I have to try to figure out what's going on here because I picked Utah over Dallas, and then I picked Dallas over Golden State.
Oh,
so
God.
this is looking
You're the
really
worst.
good for
so
me
really,
right now.
we shouldn't be asking
awful.
we shouldn't be asking you your opinion on this because it's going to be wrong either way.
Next question. I can't do this one. No, I think Dallas's role players are just not playing like they did last round. I personally am not sure if last round was against Utah was the real version of the Mavs, or if it's this version where Reggie Bullock just isn't good, and Maxi Kleber just isn't good. I do think that those are solid players, and maybe they overachieved a little bit against the Jazz, and we shouldn't have expected such great things from them. What's really surprised me the most, though, is how depleted the Warriors have been during some of these games in terms of their roster, and that they've still managed to hold leads or come back in games. Like, we don't have Gary Payton II. We don't have Andre Iguodala. We have Draymond Green in foul trouble almost every night. Last night in the second half, there was no Otto Porter Jr., and Kevon Looney has turned into Shaquille O'Neal, basically. So if he's going to be a really good player now, then I have to reevaluate how I think about Golden State. But I do think Dallas is underachieving. Like, we've seen them miss tons of open threes. It's not like all these shots are contested. So it's a little bit of the Mavs playing worse than they really are. And it's a little bit of these Warriors role players really stepping up.
All right, teams with a 3-0 series lead have a 146-0 series record all time. Friar, I'll ask you this really quick, too. I've seen this question thrown around on social media quite a bit. Are the Warriors entering another dynasty here?
Oh, come on.
Come on.
I know
what?
entering another dynasty, that's what the question is now. That's ridiculous. I mean, first of all, you have to win the title for that to happen.
Yeah.
And second, you got to win multiple ones for that to happen. People just want the next big thing all the time.
Yeah.
They can never be satisfied with what they have in the moment.
Love it.
Get out of my face with that.